try to figure out how to use it, or you're going to use FireAde. Let me show you how FireAde works. You stand about 8 to 10 feet away, you point, you hit the button, and watch. Done. Fire is out. I've never seen anything put a fire out so quickly. It's called FireAde. You're gonna get two of these cans. Use them over and over and over again. If you have an outdoor campfire, barbecue, whatever it is, and it doesn't spray that powder all over the place that takes like forever to clean up. Jimmy, can I just hand you that? I want to use that again because I still got a couple of pumps left in there. So this will take care of 97% of household external or internal fires. So it could be barbecue, it could be campfire, it could be fire pit, it could be camping, making sure that you douse that fire before you leave. You know, the forestry people are always like, man, put your fires out when you leave. Make sure they're not smoldering. FireAde works. It is FireAde to the rescue, non-toxic, no mess, instant point, just like you're shooting hairspray on your hair. That's all it takes. You get 2 of the cans, okay? As I said, ideal for camping. Indoors, outdoors, all you do is shake it and spray, and it'll put the light out. I am lucky enough, and I have not seen this gentleman in a while. The creator, his name is Ron Thames, good friend of HSN. Ron came up with this wonderful idea. I'm gonna hand it over to him to explain it, but Ron, this stuff, it can be a real lifesaver. Welcome to our show, buddy.
Hey, guys, it's so good to see you again. And you're so relaxed there in your shorts and down in Florida and having a great time. And we thank you for everyone looking at FireAde. What we want to do, Guy, is change the way people think about fire extinguishers. Fire extinguishers, as you pointed out, Guy, can be threatening. The dry powder leaves a big residue mess. And if you can use hairspray, you can use FireAde. You just place your little finger, and I have arthritis in my finger, and it hurts. But very little pressure. Right there, put your finger, push the button, presto. That's all you have to do. We're gonna change the way you're thinking about fire extinguishers. Rather than just getting one, throwing it under the sink, think it's gonna work 3 or 4 years from now. What you don't know, that powder packs. And you go to use it, you have nothing but the propellant. FireAde is water-based, non-toxic, it's not gonna leave a residue in your house. Now let me check, I want you to check this out, guy. You know, today, the environment is on fire out west. These poor people out there and everything else. If you have a campfire going, please, please be sure that you extinguish it with FireAde. Look at this. I mean, God, just look at that. That is out that quick, but also notice there's no residue, no dry powder, nothing to clean up. That's the wonderful thing about FireAde, Guy.
What I like about it, Ron, is it's easy to use. I think a lot of people struggle when they're trying to use a fire extinguisher. And as you know, Ron, the key to a fire is getting to it as quickly as possible before it has a chance to spread. And what I love about FireAde is I'm not, you know, because the worst thing you could do is try to douse it with water. You know, water is not going to do the same thing. It's not going to drown out the fire unless you pour 30 gallons on there. And you know, this actually will turn that fire out so quickly. I got my breeze blast here. I'm staying cool out here, Ron. It's hot outside. I got my portable air conditioner. But I love it because I think very easy to even teach your kids how to use it if you're not home. I mean, I would tell the kids just get out of the house. But if you're outdoors and maybe the kids, you know, and you could have grown kids, right? And they're outside by the fire pit. If it gets out of control, literally shake, spray. That's all you need to do. And like Ron, it could be just a campfire, you know?
Exactly, Guy. And you know, we pointed out again the easy application. Notice I got a little arthritis going. But look at how clean it is. You just spray it, and there's your situation. No dry powder, no mess, nothing to worry about. It just wipes off with a cloth. That's it. It's water-based and non-toxic. Now, we had a lot of customers, Guy, asked us about grease fires. Now, I'm going to show you an illustration of the cooling aspect of FireAde. No, this is not a grease fire. However, this is a roadside flare. Now, what I want to illustrate is the cooling capabilities. Notice I'm putting this flare underwater, Guy, underwater. And then what I do, I take FireAde, water-based product, boom, check that out. Look at that. That's a roadside flare. And then here's the secret. Look at there. It's cool to the touch. That's the way it works on grease fires. And to illustrate grease fires is a very difficult thing, but look at the cooling characteristic of the product. Guy, there's nothing on the market that's even gonna come close.
No, I know, and that's really the key. So here's an example of an indoor fire, right? Instantly it douses it out before it has a chance to kind of get up those flames and start going, right? Check this out. Look at this. I mean, you know how fast you have to be to make sure that you get that quickly? That's why I say keep one of these out where you can see it. I like to keep it out on the counter if you can. I got a roaring fire going over here. I'm gonna walk over and I'm gonna douse the rest of this. And I'll show you again, it's all ready to go. All I do is stand a little distance away, just like you see me right here. I point and I spray. And you can see the power of that. I'm getting everything. I mean, that is it. I am done. There's the fire I did behind it. If you're not sure you got it all, come right in, make sure it's doused out. And I've just put out 2 fires with 1 can. How much is that worth to you? How much is it worth to you and your family, your pets, right? You got a fire, all right? And your instant reaction is, I gotta get this thing out, I don't wanna lose my home. Obviously, make sure you secure your children and your pets, right? Make sure they're good, that's your priority. But that's why we say this is indoor outdoor, because I find a lot of fires outdoor, which we light ourselves, get out of control. And it could be a grease fire outside on your barbecue. The last thing you wanna do is spray something toxic on there. I mean, you could ruin the grill, right? I know that's not your big concern. You want to get out of there. You want to make sure it's good. But with this, you don't have to get up close. It sprays about 10 feet away, and you're going to get 2 cans of this. We're feature pricing it at $26.95. If you get an HSN credit card today, it's only $6.95. We'll put $20 in your account for you to get you started. You're going to get 2 of the cans. And again, Ron, no special instructions with this. I know a lot of people don't know how to use their own fire extinguisher, right?
You know, Guy, you could not have said anything more important. A fire extinguisher can be complicated. That's why we've taken the worry out of it. And for those customers that's just joining us, they say, what's this crazy man doing with a fire extinguisher in his hand? We're going to show you how easy it is to use. If you can use a can of hairspray, you just put your little finger right there and just push it. That's it. No pins, nothing to worry about. It works each and every time. And you know, we have, as you just did just a second ago, Guy, these buckets are burning. They're very, you know, you just boom, put the product, let the product do the job for you. That's the beautiful part about it. You don't have to worry or about struggling. Is it going to work? Just point it. Oh my goodness, look at there. It's just let the product work for you. It's so simple. We have taken the worry out of fire extinguishers. We hope you never have to use it. But if you do, you have something that's going to work each and every time without any problems whatsoever. FireAde's water-based, non-toxic, will work every time for the young people, all ages, all ages. Think about our family members that could be in assisted living. Think about them being able to use something with arthritis in their fingers. Just put their little finger right there and push the button. That's it, Guy. It's so simple.
You know what? Hey, Ron, real quick question while I got you there. How long is it, does this last? Like, if I don't have to use it for a year or two, how long can I keep it on the shelf?
Guy, we guarantee this bad boy for 5 years. It's going to be ready to go for 5 years, no problem. No shaking, don't worry about it. Just let it sit, pick it up, spray it. It's good to go every time.
All right, I got another, Ron, I got another fire.
Yeah.
So I think I got a little bit left in this can, Jimmy. I think, yeah, it should be fine. And I just,
okay.
So I'm going to extinguish 3 fires, easier said than done, right? 3 fires, we've already done 2. I'm gonna do another one. Remember, give it a shake. You don't have to get too close. This one's really roaring. You can see, we let this guy really get going up there. Jimmy did a nice job lighting this guy up. And all I'm gonna do is start at the top and work my way down. All right, watch. I'm coating it. All right, look, I even have more. I have more for here if I wanna make sure they go all out. That is all I do. And that fire, my friends, is out. All right, and I never got near it. You know, I told this story before, Ron, and maybe you've heard it. When Danny was little, you know, Danny's a grown-up 20-year-old now. What am I doing? I got my Breeze Blast, stay nice and cool, my air conditioner, portable air conditioner coming up later. Anyway, when Danny was little, he was at a camp. And, you know, I dropped him off 10 o'clock in the morning, and the kids went out on the beach to play. It was at a country club that had a beachfront. So there was a pit dug out on the beach, and the kids, you know, you get a pit on the beach, and what are little kids going to do, especially 5- and 6-year-old kids? Danny, of course, jumps in like knees first. Somebody had built a campfire and put sand over the coals. And they never burned out. They never extinguished. Danny got second-degree burns on both his knees. I was freaked out. I couldn't believe it. No, I didn't sue the club. Well, you know, your first thing, because I figured, listen, I know what kids will do, you know, and he was okay. But that person, if they had FireAde, they could have doused that fire, Ron, and prevented that whole thing.
You know, I'm telling you, guys, these kind of things happen over and over and over. And, you know, to prove that point, now, I don't want anyone to think I'm crazy or try this at home or anything. This is a blowtorch, and it burns about 400 degrees. For those of you on TV, just to show you that it is burning. Now, guys, what I'm going to do is take this and spray my hand, and this will illustrate exactly what you was just talking about, stepping on the hot coals on the beach. Look at what I'm doing. That's the open flame right on my hand. Now, I don't expect anyone to do that. I don't want anyone to do that.
Right.
But I want to illustrate the fact of what you just said, Guy. You step on some hot coals, have something that'll cool them. Guy, in today's environment with the weather and everything else, you cannot be too careful.
Get two
and
of these.
Also, Guy,
yeah, go ahead.
check this out. The magnetic holder goes on the side of the refrigerator.
Oh, we have that available. Yep.
Oh, yeah, you have it available, ready to go right now.
If you want it, I got...
just sits right in there like that.
I got 400 available. They're about 20 bucks, and that's a great way to keep it out so people can see it. You can teach your kids where it is. Get this home. You're going to love it. It's a real lifesaver. I own it, and I love it. The stuff is great. I use it on outdoor fires all the time because we have a fire pit, and I don't like to leave it lit when I go to bed. Spray it out, clean it out the next day, no problem. Ron Thames, great job. Appreciate you, buddy. 682-081. You get two of them. Coming up in about 2 minutes, my pick, the